Welcome to a showcase for British science and technology, the annual Summer Science Exhibition at the Royal Society in London. Amazing innovations are on display, from astronomy to zoology.
So we're going to use light to look at the colour of your blood.
At this science fair extraordinaire. A three-dimensional camera provides clues to possible life on Mars.
Very soon after the mission began, we found this huge area which is clearly a frozen sea.
A new gadget peers into a premature infant's brain.
There are no other monitors currently available that allow us to look inside that baby's brain and see what's happening to the blood and oxygen distribution in that baby's brain.
The human body clock is revealed at the molecular level, affecting not just your tendency to be a night owl or a morning person, but the behaviour of cells throughout your body.
If we can understand these rhythms, if we can manipulate them, we might be able to lead healthier lives and we might be able to lead more flexible lives.
The Royal Society is Britain's independent National Academy of Science, keeper of a centuries-old tradition of scientific inquiry.
Isaac Newton was one of the first members and indeed one of the first presidents, and ever since then there has been a tradition of science and scientific dialogue in the UK, and it's our aim now to ensure that as we approach our 350th anniversary we keep that tradition going.
Lord Martin Rees is the Royal Society's president.
Science is a very international subject now. We in the UK have close collaboration at all levels with our colleagues in the United States, as we do with those in mainland Europe and around the world.
You see the jet of plasma shooting off there.
This laboratory at Imperial College in London is an example of that kind of international cooperation.
So the laser's Russian, the nanostructures we make are with the research group in Switzerland. We kind of collaborate a lot here.
Physics professor Chris Phillips' team has figured out a way to make a solid object vanish. In this case, it's a crystal just a few billionths of a metre across. But one day the technique could allow us to see through solid objects or even people.
My hand is opaque. The effect that we've discovered, we could have a second beam coming in this way. The beam at a wavelength we can't even see, and where it hits my hand, it stops the electrons in my hand absorbing, and you'd see a transparent patch open in my hand. So suddenly my hand would still be there, but it wouldn't be interacting with the light, and I'd be able to see you through my hand.
The technology could have lots of applications, from spying to search and rescue to detecting pollution. Cutting pollution and improving renewable sources of energy are among the goals of work going on at the University of Bath.
There's a general theme of replacing our dependence on fossil fuels with more sustainable and environmentally acceptable alternatives.
Teams at the university are working on new and more efficient fuel cells and new kinds of miniature solar panels.
You can effectively print them using an inkjet printer. So you can make them, print them onto plastic materials, and you can make them flexible, and you can do really whatever you want with them.
Professor Matthew Davidson's team is working on developing new catalysts to manufacture the next generation of biofuels, made from plant material or waste. In this case, it's modified vegetable oil.
In some respects, it will be better than the diesel that you use at the moment. The particulate emissions are very low, and the sulfur emissions are very low. And this burns very well. This actually burns better than mineral diesel that you pump out of the ground.
In the biological sciences, one of Britain's biggest strengths is genetic research. UK scientists have been on the cutting edge, from the first cloned mammal, Dolly the sheep, to today's research on stem cells, and the revolution in medicine they promise.
We made a special thrust in stem cell research because, given that the United States federally imposes constraints on that field of endeavour, we in the UK can perhaps have a competitive advantage.
In the very long term, these technologies are actually going to transform all of medicine. And when we're talking at the moment about replacing damaged tissues, replacing damaged organs, in a sense that's only the beginning.
One of many ways British scientists are leading the world, and perhaps, like the researchers sharing their work at the Summer Science Exhibition, inspiring the next generation of scientists.